Bound chicka wow wow. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining your hostess with the mostess, L Key, as in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. Thanks for listening. Sorry, such a late start. Oh my God. I just have to tell all of you, it has been a tough week. I have been excuse me, trying not to yawn in your ear. I've been on no sleep. And whenever I think of that, I think of that song, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, which happens to be my daughter's name. Anyway, been on no sleep, trying to get my podcast off the ground and on the platforms. And I'm happy to announce that it's out there on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser. Oh my God, too many platforms to tell you guys. Amazon Music. I can't even remember all of the platforms right now, but you could get to them through Buzzsprout. And I've been advertising them all on my stories on Elevate Your Life podcast, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my TikTok. So let's get into it. Wisdom Wellness Wednesday. I just want to follow up with you guys about a couple of things. So last week we talked about J-Lo filing for divorce from Ben Affleck on August 20th. Sorry guys, trying not to yawn in your ear. I literally took a nap before work earlier today, which I've been working like 20-hour days. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to really tell you why it hit me so hard, so I want to give you a little backstory. So I feel like J-Lo and I are similar in that single moms looking for love in all the wrong places. Anyway, forgive me, my voice is not the best at 11:55 p.m. But anyway, she's been married and divorced a few times. Kind of like myself. I don't have the same track record. But, yeah, so I guess because we're close in age, she's 55, I just turned 56. Yeah, and she's a Leo, so, are we a year apart or yeah. Anyway, it hit me hard, and it's interesting because I'm reading how it hit her really hard. She just kind of talks about that, she isn't comfortable living in their Beverly Hills mansion that they purchased in May of 2023 for a reported $60 million. They bought the house for the whole family. It's obviously too big for her, and now filled with too many memories. And the other reason is I just felt like we walked similar paths. Like I grew up listening to her music, and the experiences that she's had in her dating life really resonated with me. And then how she had to take time off to kind of learn about herself and evolve. And then she created that story that if any of you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It just really resonated with me. So again, just feeling kind of sad and bad for them. Second time around, didn't work out. Splitting up, just like after their 2-year anniversary. The whole thing is sad to me. Anyway, that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about. Another one that I wanted to share with you guys, kind of on a local home front, is a friend that I have via Facebook, Carrie Thiessen. Her son, Roman, has been missing since August 14th. She hasn't had any contact with him since August 11th. Apparently his roommate has not seen him since August 14th. According to what she posted, she says Roman left for the store, never returned. No social media activity, no text, phone. Like everything goes straight to voicemail. If anyone's seen him, let her know. She says this is not like him to just disappear for weeks with no requests for like cigarette money. She says that she's filing official missing person report on Thursday, so tomorrow, and praying that he has a safe return. Yeah, this was posted a day ago. I told her that I had a podcast and I would kind of share. And this is in fairly local news. So if anybody's heard from him, seen him, knows anything, Carrie Thiessen, and his name is Roman. And we're just hoping that everything's okay. Roman, wherever you are, I hope you can hear this. I hope you reach out. I hope you're okay. Reach out to your mom. Let us know you're all right. It's really sad what's going on in the world, and definitely want to make sure that he gets home safely. So, other thing I want to talk about with you guys is Labor Day weekend. What do people do on Labor Day weekend? Usually they go to parties, festivals. That's kind of what usually happens, right? Travel. It's funny, I was kind of looking in the news to find out what people do. I know if I'm speaking for myself, I'm going to say I would love to sleep in on Labor Day weekend. Unfortunately, that's not in the cards for us on Saturday. Super busy day. For those of you that do or don't know, my husband and I are very much involved in like homeless outreach programs, and we try our best to help out regularly. It used to be once a month. It hasn't been. Now we're just kind of helping out when our schedules permit. And now that he's involved in football, refereeing football, and I have this going, we're both just living, eating, breathing our jobs. And so this Saturday happens to be a big deal for the homeless outreach in San Jose. So we're supposed to be doing that early in the morning. And then I have a festival to go to in Hayward. Shout out to Treasures Unleashed. They're going to do this Haitian festival to celebrate their culture. And so I'm supposed to be going to that. And then basically celebrating my victories of making it to the various different platforms, which I'll share with you now that I have access to. So let's see, I told you Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, Podchaser. What else? Deezer, Pocket Casts, Player FM, Podcast Index, Podchaser, and Podcast Addict. And the other ones I'm waiting, anxiously awaiting to go to the other platforms, including like YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel. I haven't really done much with it. I'll be honest, I'm still learning the ropes on how to record, how to edit, how to upload. So thank you for your patience. Thanks for hanging in there with me. So yeah, I kind of wanted to find out from everybody, what are you doing for Labor Day weekend? What do people do for Labor Day weekend besides sleep in or go to festivals? I know that there's a lot of things to do, especially in San Francisco, Bay Area. Just to let you know, the busiest driving day for Labor Day weekend is usually Thursday and Friday. So be careful, be safe on the roads. And, yes, I'd be very interested to hear your feedback. Oh, and shopping, right? Labor Day sales. Oh my God. So apparently I was reading that the most popular things to buy during the Labor Day weekend sales are furniture, electronics, and travel. So all things that I need and would like to do. So where do I sign up? I would like to sign up for these things. We need a new sofa bed. I'm not prepared for the season change, so definitely need some new attire for school. By the way, how is school going for everyone out there? You know, I work at a middle school, special ed aide. Shout out to all the teachers. God bless you. You have been working so hard. This week has been brutal for myself, especially. Rallies, back to school night, getting kids back in the swing of things. I asked you in the last episode, what are your routines? What are some of the yearly, God, I'm having a brain fart right now. The traditions you do for school. Okay, guys, I am so tired. I need to get some sleep. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you following, listening, sharing, commenting, giving me your feedback, giving me your questions. I want to have an interactive podcast. That is the goal. I want to get to a point where I can have guests, where there can be a back and forth dialogue and exchange, where we can be not just talking to each other, but see each other in a studio type environment. These are all goals, and I'm counting on you to help me get there, obviously. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I need to sign off because this girl needs to get to bed, because if you know anything about working out of school, working with special education kids, it requires patience and sleep. Super important. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to reading your comments, hearing your feedback, looking to see what you have to say on all of the different platforms. Please make sure to follow, like, share on all the platforms I mentioned: Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, the ones I mentioned earlier. Cultivate Your Life on Instagram, Facebook. Signing off. Ciao for now. Mwah.